Hello, Lost people. It's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. We're at the Homestead in Arizona right now. I'm standing on the back porch. This is the area that we've got cleaned up. Out here we got the garden things set up over here, and this is a sitting area that we did back here. It's a little bit trashed right now. I got some stuff laying around because I've been working on stuff. I got John out here with me this weekend. Say hi, John.
Hi, John.
And yeah, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna start. Well, I want to move this wood pile. I got this big wood pile out here, and we got some pallets and a bunch of tools and some other materials out here. And it's kind of an eyesore just piled up right here. So I'm thinking I got some spots in the back over behind the barn over here, back behind there, and I think we're gonna stack it all up back there in a nice, neat pile and make it look good back there. But before we do that, I want to take some of those pieces of the siding right there that we used for the duck enclosure thing. I'm going to take some of that siding right there, and I think we're going to rip it down into little strips, and I want to close off these stairs right here because you can see how it's open all the way back underneath of there, and I don't want any snakes or rodents or anything getting back in there. So we're gonna cut it into little strips and close that all off. And I want to close off the front stairs as well. So I think we're gonna start by taking some measurements, and we'll measure the stairs and see what we need for the stairs, and then we'll measure the siding and see how big it is, and then we'll rip it down to size and then start getting it on there and closing that all in. And then once we're done closing all of that in, then we'll come out here and start moving the rest of it into the back. And we have a few other projects we're going to be working on this weekend, but that's where we're starting out. So yeah, I'm going to set up over here and we'll get it going. Stick around. Thanks. So Hope went into town and she's picking up some paint. We're gonna put some paint over this. Mostly it's to cover this outside over here on the outside. Sorry, I'm probably pointing all over the place with my camera right now. The wind, sorry about the wind. But over here, on the side over here, we got this right here. We're gonna paint all of this. So she's going to get paint for that. And when we paint all of that, we're gonna probably paint this too. So we'll get that covered up and make it look nice. So, but yeah, I'm saying that looks pretty good right now. So there's a few little cracks right there and right there, but I think it looks better than it did. And I think nothing's gonna get up under there. So that's really what we were concerned about. So I think it's good. All right, we're gonna go measure out the front, but we're still gonna cut the parts back here. We got some shade in this spot, so we're gonna continue to cut back here. But we'll go measure it and see what we need, cut it here, bring it out and install it out there. So when we get that done, I'll show you what that looks like. I think we're gonna take 5 right now. It's really hot. So I think we're gonna take a few minutes and relax and cool off a little bit, and then we'll get back to it. So stick around, see you in a minute. Thanks. Finished the front porch, so this is what we got here, and it's closed in all the way now, no more gaps underneath, and that's awesome. We got this all weeded out here, so it's nice now. Got the USA, yes, got that. We got these water collectors here. I need to get there's a spout that connects here and goes up to that guy right there, comes down and drops it in there, and it's got the spigot at the bottom down here. So that's pretty cool. And this is a planter. We're gonna get some plants for that also, but I need to get the downspout for that, and I got another one over here on this side, so in the downspout there. So once we get that, we'll have the 2 there collecting water. That's all closed off now finally. I got this all cleaned up. It was kind of trashed for a while. I had a bunch of stuff laying out here and other things going on, and I got this all cleaned up. So the next time that we go up to the ranch, I'm gonna grab those glass doors, the ones that I was gonna use on the back but they didn't fit, so I'm gonna grab them and bring them down because I think they'll fit on the front. I have to double check the measurements again, but once I double check the measurements, if they fit, then I'm gonna go get those and put them in here in the front. So yeah, we're gonna get some flowers in here and make it nice, but we haven't gotten that far yet. So, but we did get those closed in, so that's awesome. I got some brown paint right here. This is the paint that Hope went and got. So it's what is that called? Geez, I'm blind, I can't read. I think she said it was, you're looking at it, you can read it. Anyways, whatever color that is, it's this brown right here. So we're gonna come in here and all the blue, we're gonna make brown. And then that's also gonna go around the back. So yeah, and all of this is coming out of here whenever we do the glass. We just haven't gotten that far yet. Sorry about the wind. Yeah, so I got some pretty good wind right now, so I'm gonna shut it down for this. We got some other projects. I'll get those going. It's actually kind of late tonight. I'm not sure we're gonna do anything more outside tonight. We might start up again in the morning, so stick around. See you then. Thanks. So it is day 2 out here, and we're behind the shed right here. I got kind of a mess going on back here, but it's not too bad. We're currently moving the wood pile from in front of the barn to behind the barn right here. Wow, I got some work to do up there. Look at that. Ew, that's nasty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that eventually, but that's not what I'm doing today. So today I'm moving the wood pile from in front of the barn to behind the barn. So this is what I've got back here. They've got some posts and T-posts put in here to hold it straight. And you can see right here, there's a nice place right here to stack it. So I'm gonna take all this wood here and stack it up nicely. I gotta move some stuff around and clean that up a bit. But hopefully we can get all this stacked up back here and make it nice so that it's not a big eyesore, and hopefully not too much of a place for the snakes and spiders to be. So we'll see what we end up with. But yep, so I'm gonna sit up over here and get on this, so stick around. Thanks. Morning, lost people. It is July 3rd. Yeah, tomorrow is July 4th, Independence Day of our beloved country. It's a Monday today. I'll be releasing the video on Tuesday instead of Monday as usual, because we have the holiday weekend this weekend. You may have noticed the AC noise in the background on a lot of this video, and that would be because our AC unit has gone out, and the home warranty company has been less than cooperative in getting it fixed. And we got 115 degrees out here with an extreme heat warning, and they got us sweating to death out here with little window units. So I don't typically put our business out on the internet, and I'm not trying to, oh pity me or anything like that. It's just kind of a bit of an explanation. You probably heard the humming in the background on a few videos. That's the window units. So I also typically don't call out people on our videos. Yeah, so we have a warranty company who I put in the claim Monday last week. I put in the claim, and they have consistently dragged their feet, and it's now Tuesday the following week, and I've been waiting for an email. And I called them 4 times, and every time that I called them, the first time I called them, they said they didn't have a policy with me. And so I went on to my emails, went back through my emails, and I found the receipt, and it was with them. So I called them back, and I was like, hey, I have this here, this is my policy number, and they pulled it up. They had misspelled my last name. They had my address in, city, state of Texas instead of state of Arizona. The email they had for me was my realtor's email, and the phone number they had was my realtor's phone number. And I don't know how all this happened, but when we did the purchase for the house, they screwed it all up. So I got that straight, kind of. I figured out that I had the policy with them. So I've called them 3 other times since, and every single time they still have the wrong information. So I have to establish all of that before I can ask them what the status of the claim is, every single time. Also, not one of them speaks regular English. I'm pretty sure they're from out of country. I've had an Asian person, I've had an Indian person, and I know that those people exist in the United States, and I'm not saying that, whatever, but a lot of these companies outsource their hotline calls. They have 24-hour service, so they probably have it outsourced out of the state, out of the country, and they've got call centers in who knows where. So anyways, there's dealing with that, which, I'm not, prejudiced against anybody, or, I love all people, The thing is that when you're frustrated and you're trying to understand somebody who doesn't speak very good English, and you need to be able to getting the information across, it just, compounds things. Anyways, so I was expecting an email, and I spoke with them last night and tried really hard to make sure they had the right email, and I got the right email. So I get the email this morning, and now they're requesting pictures of the unit. So I'm out here taking pictures of the unit, and I'm supposed to send them to the email, and then I'm gonna call them and be like, what the F? This is, I don't think they understand how hot it is out here and how dangerous it is to be out here without AC. So I just need to make it clear to them. It's not good. So anyways, I don't typically call out a company, and this company, who I won't name, Select Home Warranty, is not a good place to get a home warranty. Anyways, so I'm gonna take some pictures and do the email thing, and make a phone call, get some coffee. It's still pretty early, And then we're going to get back on this wood pile and get some stuff done around here. So stick around. Thanks. We're on the side of the house now, and we're looking at these old shade cloths over the windows right here. And it looks like they're just attached with this. There's screws here, and there's another one up there. It looks like four of them holding it on, and it looks like just a wooden frame. So we've got some shade cloth here. We got the tan colored shade cloth, and we're gonna take these down and then restaple the brown over the top of them and put them back up. Mostly just because we don't like the green color, but also to create a bit more shade and kind of shade it a little bit more for heat.
Is it sunset, sunrise?
Yeah, especially so at sunrise we get it on the other side of the house, and then we get this side gets hit real hard at sunset because it goes down on that side. So
Worse.
Yep, and it's worse at sunset for sure. So. All right, so I've got the DeWalt, and I've got the fabric scissors, the stapler, coffee. Gotta have the coffee. Oh, I got stuff in it.
Protein.
Crap. And staples and shade cloth. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go grab a ladder real quick, set up this camera, and then we're gonna get on it. So stick around. Thanks.
So the fact that you have your wife with you means nothing.
And I have the assistants. Oh, where am I pointing? Here. And I have assistants.
Thank
Say
you.
hi, love.
I love.
I love. All right. And I have assistants. So I'm going to grab a ladder and set up, and then we'll get on this. Stick around. More coffee. Stick around. Thanks. Alright, so it is Independence Day today. We've finished most of the work that we were doing around the place. I'll just take you around and show you what we've been doing. So here, this is the back porch area here. Got it cleaned up pretty good. Stairs are all closed in. That was a big deal. We got most of this stuff all cleaned up. I had a bunch of tools everywhere out here. We got the backyard. We drug the backyard with the drag out here. Got all of the weeds cleaned up for the most part. And we got this picked up out here mostly. I mean, there's a few things still here and there, but you can see all of this out here. We still got to paint it and do some other stuff to it, but that's pretty good for the time being. So we got this all cleaned up out here, and you can see the wood pile's gone. Got that all picked up, moved. And here's the back porch area. I got to move that cooler still. Still got the cooler sitting there. Can't work out here in the heat without some water. It's way too hot for that. So got some random brooms and rakes laying around a little bit. But most of this is handled. You can see over here where we piled the wood back there. But it's all stacked up nice. We got this out here. So you can see we redid the shade cloth over the windows on this side, and this is cleaned up here. I got the generator moved. I had the generator sitting out here for a long time. It was very heavy. It was difficult to move. So, but we got this cleaned up. All of this stuff moved out of the way. Got the windows covered, and the water collection. And you can see we closed in the front of the stairs here, so that's all good. Got that set up over here. Weeded this whole area. You can see the shade cloth here is also changed, and all of this. Got this cleaned up. Oh, and the AC is running. Yeah. Finally got AC out here. So, here, let me get past this so you can hear me. So, there is an AC maintenance company in Santan. They're called Sutton AC, and those guys were amazing. They came out at 8:30 at night and fixed our AC, and because the home warranty place didn't cover any of it, they only covered like $150. What actually ended up happening is they said that in order for them to cover the entire AC unit, we would have had a 3-year service record for the unit, which we just bought this place like 2 or 3 months ago, and it didn't come with that, so there's no way I would have had any kind of service record for the unit. But they didn't tell us that when we bought the warranty. It's in the fine print that, you know, nobody reads. But anyways, basically it was their loophole to get away without paying it, so it was kind of not cool. So anyways, the guys at Sutton, they came out, they ordered the part, they fixed it, and they came out after hours to get it done, and they allowed us to pay half up front and pay the rest of it next week when I get paid. So that was very cool of them, and I appreciate that a lot because it's very hot out here, and it was very not cool being inside the place with minimal AC. It was way not okay. Anyways, so that's where we're at. We got a bunch of stuff done this weekend, and now it's Independence Day. We got some people coming out. We're gonna hang out and do dinner and watch the fireworks display. There's gonna be a fireworks display in town. We should be able to see it from here. So we're gonna hang out and watch that and celebrate our nation's independence. So happy 4th of July. Thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.